Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly reading. This is your forecast for the week ahead, September 21st through the 27th, 2020. And guys, thank you so much for your patience while I get your reading out today. I know it is a little bit late, a little bit later than I had hoped, but nevertheless, we are going to get these done for you for this week. And you can watch this reading if you are a Sag Sun, Sag Moon, Sag Rising, if you are a Sag on the house cusp. If you have your Sun in the 9th house or Venus in Sagittarius, you can watch this reading. And guys, we're looking at 6 cards for your week ahead. How you see yourself today, Sagittarius. What is the theme for you over the next week? What is something Sag has already learned in their past that will be useful for them to remember this week? A challenge they may be facing, a lesson they are learning now, and a gift they will receive. For all Sag, Suns, Moons, and Risings, Sag is on the house cusp. Those with their Sun in the 9th house, or Venus in Sagittarius. Show me the 6 cards for Sag this week ahead. What do they need to know? Let's do 3 more here. Show me the 6 cards for Sag this week ahead. Gonna move these up. All right. At the bottom of the deck, we have the King of Wands. So that's you, Sagittarius. All right, you may be sending someone a message this week. I'm seeing love messages, communication, a very lighthearted, gentle energy. I see you taking action on something that you want to say to someone, or it could just be that you are in the mood to communicate. This could be through music, through, I don't know, I see someone just saying something really sweet. Is what I'm seeing. I'm just sorry, I got to get that stuff out of the way so you guys can see your cards. All right, so you are in the mood to communicate this week. You may be talking to a water sign or a child here. I'm getting, could be a younger person. Sag, how you see yourself today, we have the High Priestess. All right, so you just know something. You may be a tarot reader or involved in the occult practices yourself. I'm seeing a Sagittarius here who may practice, has their own practice. Because you're sitting behind the veil there looking pretty. So I'm definitely seeing someone here that also, well, I feel like you dress very nicely. I see someone here who's dressed quite beautifully, maybe wearing something in your hair today. You're obviously also, this is the Google card, so you could be looking someone up or looking something up, doing some research here. I'm definitely seeing someone here who can work behind the scenes as well. So you are the High Priestess, are you? The theme for you over the next week is death, sign of Scorpio. So it seems that you could be dealing with a Scorpio this week. Now I'm also seeing here that there's some major endings happening for you this week, some major changes. This could be you are, for example, changing some part of your identity. Could be that you're I was hearing changing careers, but I can't imagine. That's a really big step. That's a really big change. But then again, you do have death in the upright position. So something is coming to an end this week and you are transforming. Something in your world is going to be transforming. Now, for some people, this can indicate a literal death, but I see it more as a metaphorical death. So something is going to be going away. Think of the leaves in the fall time. They change colors and then they fall off the tree. And that is part of the life cycle of the tree. So I'm also hearing the word metamorphosis. So you're like a butterfly going through a metamorphosis right now. I think you're very much aware of this change. With the High Priestess here, I think that you are in tune with it. Intuitively, you have an understanding. But it's inevitable, whatever this is. Something Sag has learned in their past that will be useful for them to remember this week. We have the Knight of Swords. I'm seeing an air sign energy here, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. The Knight of Swords is a very fast-moving energy. This is someone that doesn't, they don't beat around the bush. They like to just say it. Just say it. This is someone that is very fearless. They're also quite efficient. They move with the speed of light, though. So this was something you learned in the past, though. This is someone that's just charging in here. They don't really think before they speak. They kind of just say what's on their mind. Their goal is basically to get from A to B as fast as possible. So yeah, one could say that this is a rush of energy, or this is someone that's very rushed. So of course you could have learned a lesson around someone like this in your past, in which case it is coming up again for you this week as a reminder that you've already learned a lesson around this type of energy. And the challenge you'll be facing is the Page of Wands. Lots of court cards coming up. So you may be dealing with air signs, water signs, fire signs this week. There seems to be a challenge around a message here. If you are communicating with a fire sign, I'm seeing a younger fire sign. This seems to be exciting news or messaging about a new opportunity or a new adventure. The Page of Wands is very enthusiastic, very adventurous, very frisky. So yes, you may be receiving some news from this person this week, or you may actually be reaching out to communicate about something that has happened in your life recently. This seems to be like exciting news, or just something that you'd want to share, or that someone would think that you would be interested in hearing. But this is also a new beginning in some area of your life, and so I see a challenge around that. So the Page of Wands doesn't have very much experience compared to this King of Wands. The Page of Wands is more the pupil, whereas the King of Wands would be the teacher. So here we have someone that's just starting out. And so the lesson you are learning now is the Ten of Cups in reverse. This can talk about a separation. This can be going on within a family structure. This also indicates a loss of emotional security, or could be a loss in a family, or some sort of disappointment around the home or family. This feels to me like there could also be here news regarding a loss in the family, or news regarding a change in a family dynamic. There's a lesson here you're learning around a separation. Your gift is the Tower. This will happen pretty fast. if it hasn't happened already. I'm hearing this is a shock or a surprise, or this is something that might happen out of the blue. I don't feel like this is something you're going to have a lot of time to prepare for, or that you would necessarily be expecting. So you may hear something here, and it may shock you, it may surprise you, because the Tower is about a shakeup. The Tower is about something that is like somewhat of an emergency here. Okay. Now it could be anything from a natural disaster to, like I said, a breakup or a shakeup, something that is alerting you to a major change. It looks like a major change here. We have Scorpio, we've got Pisces, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. We have Pisces again, or Pisces, Virgo, and we have Aquarius coming up. And then at the bottom of the deck, we had the King of Wands here, which is that Leo, Aries, Sag energy. And the Page of Cups here, a water sign. All right, so this may very well be something going on, like I said, around the home or family, a long-term relationship, a marriage. It could be, expect to hear news, expect this news to come in very fast. And I feel like your spidey senses are already picking this up now, if they haven't already. I feel like you've got your nose to the wind on this, Sagittarius. You know something is up. Let's go ahead and pull some guidance for Sag this week. What is your guidance for Sagittarius, September 21st through the 27th? What is your guidance for Sagittarius? You got two cards here. We have the solar plexus and observe. Interesting. So your solar plexus is right below the, let's see, you probably won't be able to see it too well on the camera. It's right here above the navel, underneath the chest area there. And this is where your wisdom and power are seated. We also have observe, which is the hangman energy. So the wisdom and power is interesting because in some ways that does remind me of the high priestess, you know, the third chakra here. But it's also the fact that Sagittarius, you do have a lot of wisdom and power, and maybe it's in your silence, or it's in your ability to observe something. Whatever this is going to give you an opportunity to see something from a new perspective. In fact, you'll probably see something from a whole lot of different perspectives. I'm seeing someone here who's getting a lot of downloads. I'm seeing the rainbow light coming down into the crown chakra area. Be careful of your head area. I'm also saying be careful of any head injuries here, but I do feel like you may be also receiving, I'm hearing you're going to be receiving some important revelations, downloads. This could come in your dreams or even in meditation. Oftentimes, the observe card is also someone that's seeing their world from a completely different perspective. Like their world has been turned upside down and now they're able to perceive things that they weren't able to perceive before. But remember, your solar plexus is where your wisdom and power is seated. So they want you to continue to rebalance this chakra. Yellow is an important color for you this week. I would suggest surrounding yourself with the color yellow, wearing the color yellow, eating yellow fruits and vegetables, cooking with yellow fruits and vegetables, yellow spices, such as turmeric would be useful, which is an antibacterial. And wisdom and power. The high priestess to me is someone who has a lot of wisdom combined with this element of change here, rapid change, rapid transformation, that can make you very powerful indeed, especially if you work with the other side, if you're a medium, if you have mediumship abilities, if you're psychic, clairvoyant, clairaudient. There's something here I feel like you're going to be realizing or understanding from a new perspective. And I certainly feel like this is a very interesting week for you. Very interesting. What are some love messages you have for Sagittarius? Love messages for Sagittarius. We have the Hermit, sign of Virgo, and we have the Five of Swords. Aquarian energy. So the Hermit is typically someone that spends a lot of time alone. And of course the Five of Swords is that card of wanting to cause defeat in your opponent or your partner. So here you could be taking someone by surprise, or you could be surprising someone with your wisdom and power. I kind of get this reading as for someone who is potentially single here, or is going through a separation. It's possible. All right, so you've got the Hermit and the Five of Swords coming up for your energy. So if you are dealing with an Aquarian, they are coming up in this reading as well with this Five of Swords energy. And then we also, like I said, the Hermit here would be Virgo. So there could be something here that you're not expecting that could be maybe a rather nasty surprise, but I'm kind of not seeing it. I'm not seeing it be, I'm seeing this being something that is just very transformative. This may be something you've never experienced before. I'm definitely you're going to be getting a lot of messages this week for sure. I see a lot of communication. All right, Sagittarius, this is your weekly forecast. If you guys would like to book a personal private tarot reading with me, I would just like to let you know that I do have a special fall deal going on over on Groupon. You can save 30% off a 30-minute tarot reading with me. I will leave the link below in the description if you're interested. Until next time, have a good week.